His name is Christopher Rufo, a graduate of Georgetown University and former fellow of the Heritage Foundation. This is the person that many have never heard of, but is the individual and the architect of the movement to remove DEI. Rufo began his work attacking a legal theory called critical race theory. Critical race theory is a discipline within legal studies that examines how civic policies and practices affect people of African descent. For example, critical race theory explores how racialized thinking is embedded in the construction of laws such as redlining. This legal discipline was developed by the brilliant scholars Derek Bell and Kimberly Crenshaw. Critical race theory is only, let me say it again, only taught at the graduate level, specifically in law schools and other graduate courses. Critical race theory has never been taught in high school or grammar school. But it was Christopher Rufo's belief if the conservative and right-wing ecosystem can rebrand this complex legal theory and make uninformed suburban moms and working-class white men think their children were being indoctrinated into hating themselves for being white, a movement to remove books and curriculum could eventually be achieved. Across the United States, prior to the election in school districts with very small to non-existent black and brown students, parents began demanding the removal of books they believe taught critical race theory. The #1 book under attack was Maya Angelou's I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, along with the books by Richard Wright and Toni Morrison's Bluest Eye. This was the groundwork for the DEI backlash. But you must understand this, family. The work of Christopher Rufo is built on another conservative and racist strategy called the Southern Strategy. This strategy was developed under the campaign of Barry Goldwater and Richard Nixon. The Republican Party made a decision in the late 1950s to no longer appeal to black voters and pursue white Southern votes. The strategy sought to get working-class white people to resent black advancement and view any gain or right as a loss to white people. This strategy worked. It elected Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, and both Bushes, and the person who's occupying the White House right now. What we witness today is tied to a long history of using black bodies, black and brown stereotypes to keep working class people divided solely so a small group of wealthy people can gain greater power in this nation. The question we must always raise is who truly benefits from these strategies and policies? The strategy used to divide harms the majority of people who are black, brown, white, Asian, and indigenous. It is an old strategy of divide and conquer. But the moment we realize we have more in common, then a revolution is about to take place in this nation. And there ends my 5 minutes. Peace.